I'm Kitty, the CEO of Celestial Cruise Lines. Right now, I'm sitting in my office, looking at the live feed of the Starlight Paradise, my parents' favorite cruise ship, approaching the New York port. A flood of memories comes rushing back as I recall the events that led me to this moment. The cruise director's voice booms through the ship's speakers, "Welcome aboard the Starlight Paradise." In the main atrium, my parents, Carl and Linda, stand near the front, wearing their matching cruise fanatic T-shirts. Through the ship's security cameras, I watch from my private office, which was secretly installed during the last renovation. Over the past year, I've made some subtle yet significant changes to the Starlight Paradise. There are new logos featuring a starry constellation, and the staff uniforms have Celestial Cruise Line's distinctive golden threading. The director continues, "We have a special announcement. For the first time in 10 years, the owner of Celestial Cruise Lines will be joining us on this voyage." My mother nudges my father excitedly. They've been trying to get on Celestial's exclusive Caribbean cruises for years, completely unaware that they've been deliberately wait-listed. "Please welcome Miss Kitty Celeste." I step out onto the grand staircase, wearing a tailored black suit with my company's signature golden star pin. The atrium falls silent, then erupts into applause, except for my parents, who stand there, frozen in shock. "Mom, Dad," I smile as I descend the stairs. "What a surprise to see you here." My mother's voice cracks, "What are you? How are you?" "The owner of Celestial Cruise Lines," I finish for her. "Well, let's just say I learned about priorities," I say. My father stammers, "But you disappeared. After your 18th birthday, you just left." "You mean after you took my birthday money for your first cruise?" I keep my voice pleasant, aware of the watching crowd. "Yes, I left. I went to business school, started small, buying struggling cruise ships and rebuilding them, including this one." My mother whispers, "The Starlight Paradise belongs to you?" "Everything belongs to me," I gesture around. "Celestial Cruise Lines owns the entire fleet now, including your precious annual getaway." The cruise director steps forward with a tablet. "Miss Celeste, the paperwork you requested?" "Ah, yes." I take the tablet and turn to my parents. "About your reservation. You always book the presidential suite, right? You claim to be VIP guests." I correct them, "You see, I've been reviewing your passenger history. For 10 years, you've been demanding upgrades, complaining about service, and making our staff cry." My mother's face flushes. "We pay good money for this." "My money originally," I cut in. "But that's ancient history. What matters is your future bookings. I'm afraid we'll have to downgrade you to a standard cabin on E-deck, near the storage area." My father protests, "You can't do that." "I can. It's my ship." I hand them their new room keys. Consider it a lesson in priorities. Then, I nod to the cruise director, who unveils a large banner across the atrium. It reads, "Welcome to Kitty's 28th birthday celebration cruise." The entire ship will be celebrating my birthday for the next 7 days. I announce an open bar, special events, and fireworks, everything I should have had 10 years ago. "And you're welcome to join from your cozy cabin." My mother sputters, "This is ridiculous. We can just book with another cruise line." "You could," I agree. "Except Celestial now owns or partners with every major line in this region. Funny how business works, isn't it?" As my parents stand there, clutching their downgraded room keys, I address the other passengers. "Now, who's ready to start the party?" The atrium erupts in cheers. As the staff begins distributing champagne, I spot my grandmother, Grace, beaming proudly in the crowd. "Happy birthday, sweetheart," she says, hugging me. "Worth waiting 10 years for, every single minute." I watch my parents slink away towards their new accommodations. By day 3 of the cruise, my birthday celebration is in full swing. Every restaurant, every deck, every lounge is filled with nightly themed parties. The passengers love it, all except my parents, who spend most of their time sulking in their storage-adjacent cabin. I'm sitting in my office, reviewing security footage when my assistant, Ethan, enters. Your parents are requesting another meeting. This is their 5th attempt today. Let them wait, I reply, but then I notice something on the screen. Actually, they're at Grandma's table. This should be interesting. Through the camera feed, I watch my mother approach my grandmother in the main dining room. Grace, please. You have to talk to Kitty. This is cruel. My grandmother sips her wine calmly. Cruel? Like canceling your daughter's 18th birthday for a cruise. Or forgetting her graduation because you were on another cruise. Or missing her college graduation because, yes, you were on this very ship. My father protests, we had no idea she even graduated. She never told us where she went to school. You never asked, my grandmother's voice is firm. You were too busy planning your next vacation to wonder why your only child disappeared. My mother insists, we're her parents. No, my grandmother sets down her glass. You're just the people who gave birth to her. I'm the one who supported her dreams, who helped her apply to business school, and who attended every graduation. Did you know she graduated top of her class? Did you know she built this company from scratch, with no inherited money except what I saved for her? Did you know she makes a point of remembering every employee's birthday because she knows how it feels to be forgotten? My parents sit there, speechless. Now, if you'll excuse me, my grandmother stands, straightening her dinner jacket. I believe my granddaughter is about to make an announcement. Right on cue, I step onto the dining room stage. Good evening, everyone. I hope you're all enjoying the celebration. Tonight, I have a special story to share. The room quiets as I take the microphone. 10 years ago, my parents taught me an important lesson about priorities. They took the money meant for my 18th birthday party and spent it on this very cruise. Murmurs of disapproval ripple through the crowd. At the time, it hurt, but now I want to thank them. That decision sparked something in me. It made me realize that success isn't about taking luxury cruises. It's about building something meaningful. I gesture around the room. Celestial Cruise Lines isn't just about vacations. We're the only major cruise company with a full college scholarship program for our employees' children. We celebrate every staff birthday with paid time off. And yes, we make sure no parent ever has to choose between a vacation and their child's special day. The room bursts into applause. My parents shrink in their seats. So tonight, I have an announcement. Celestial is launching a new program, Birthday Wishes at Sea. For every cruise booked, we'll sponsor a birthday celebration for an underprivileged child who could never afford one. And we're starting with 50 parties this year, one for each week I was forgotten. There's a standing ovation, and even the staff are wiping away tears. I look directly at my parents. Mom, Dad, you're welcome to help organize these parties. Consider it a new position, birthday celebration coordinators. The starting salary is modest, but it includes one crucial benefit. Learning to make children's dreams come true instead of crushing them. Later that night, as I stand on my private deck, watching the ocean, my grandmother joins me. They're considering your offer, she says. Are they, or are they just worried about losing their annual cruise privileges? I ask. Does it matter? Sometimes people need to lose everything to understand what they had, she replies. I finger the golden star pin on my jacket. You know what's ironic? Every success I've had, every company I've built, it all started because they taught me exactly what kind of person I didn't want to be. My grandmother asks softly, and what kind of person did you become instead? I look out at the moonlight dancing on the waves, thinking of all the birthday parties we'll soon be planning, all the children who won't have to feel forgotten. The kind who remembers. The kind who celebrates. The kind who turns disappointment into dreams, I answer. She hugs me. Happy birthday, Kitty. It was worth the wait. Yes, I smile, watching a shooting star streak across the sky. Yes, it was. Let me take you back 10 years. I was just about to turn 18. My parents, Carl and Linda, were always more concerned with their own pleasures than with me. They were middle class, but they always wanted to live like the upper class. One morning at breakfast, Mom announced, not even looking up from her phone, "We need to talk about your birthday party." Dad was sitting beside her, engrossed in his newspaper. I got excited. My 18th birthday was coming up, and after years of forgotten or minimal celebrations because they said money was tight, they'd finally promised me a proper party. "I've already invited everyone from school," I said excitedly. "And Grandma's flying in from Boston." Dad cut in, "We're canceling the party." The toast in my hand dropped to the plate. "What?" "But you promised." Mom smiled, showing Dad her phone. "Remember that luxury cruise we've always wanted to take? The Starlight Paradise has an opening for next week." "But that's my birthday money," I said quietly. "You said you'd been saving it specially." Mom reached across the table to pat my hand condescendingly. "You're old enough to understand. This cruise is very exclusive. Your father and I need this vacation. We haven't had a proper holiday in years." I thought to myself that they'd spent every spare dollar on themselves, but I didn't say it. Dad added, "It's just a birthday. You can celebrate next year." "What about all the people I invited?" "Grandma's already bought her ticket." Mom waved dismissively. "You're old enough to handle cancellations. This is about priorities, sweetie. You'll understand when you're older." I sat there, watching them excitedly discuss their upcoming cruise while my birthday plans crumbled. Something inside me hardened in that moment. "Fine," I said, standing up. "You're right. I am old enough to understand." Dad smiled, still not looking up. "We'll bring you back a souvenir." That night, I called my grandmother. "They did it again, didn't they?" she asked, hearing the tears in my voice. "The party money? They're using it for a cruise. Those selfish." She took a deep breath. "Listen to me, Kitty. Remember that investment account I set up for you when you were born? The one your parents don't know about?" "Yes," I said. "It's matured. There's enough there for college and then some. Maybe it's time you used it." 2 hours later, I had a plan. My parents thought I was too young to understand priorities. Fine. I'd show them exactly what I understood about business and priorities. The next morning, they left for their cruise, barely saying goodbye. They didn't notice I'd already moved my essential belongings to Grandma's house. They didn't know I'd withdrawn from the local college they'd chosen for me and accepted a spot at a prestigious business school across the country. And they certainly didn't know that their precious Starlight Paradise cruise ship belonged to a company that was badly in debt. I discovered this information through Grandma's connections in the maritime business world. "Happy birthday to me," I whispered, watching their taxi drive away. In my hand was Grandma's birthday card containing not just $200, but the business card of her investment banker friend who specialized in hostile takeovers. Over the next 10 years, I worked hard. I started small, buying struggling cruise ships, and gradually built Celestial Cruise Lines into the successful company it is today. And now, here I am, watching my parents face the consequences of their actions, and also offering them a chance to redeem themselves.